Welcome back everyone, hope you're all doing really well and a very happy October to you all. Today I've got a garden update for you. I wanted to show you how everything is looking since the fire that happened in my garden at the end of August. I've been really busy trying to sort out stuff in the garden for the last month or so, and if you haven't seen my last video I'll attach it below for you. So from here everything's looking quite nice, but I'll take you to the back of the garden in a moment. First of all, I just wanted to show you the bar because I took off the thatch. It wasn't looking great, it was falling apart, so I thought I'd remove the thatch and I gave the roof a little coat of the Sickens paint that I used on my pergola, and it's lasted really well. It's a little bit hard to paint with it because it's like painting with syrup, but it's very protective, so I thought that might be a good thing to put underneath the thatch for when that goes on. But that probably won't be going on now until next springtime because I'm going to be covering the bar this week. I'm just literally waiting on the custom-made cover to arrive. That was one of the things that got burnt in the fire, so I had to reorder it, and it was a 4 to 6 week wait for that, but hopefully we won't get any rain before it arrives. We've been quite lucky actually with the weather, although it is pretty chilly now and a bit damp, but we haven't had too much rain. The garden in general is not looking bad. We've still got the Alstroemeria blooming. These are really beautiful, one of my favourite flowers in the garden. Got a few varieties of those, and obviously the geraniums and the begonias are still looking pretty good. They're quite sheltered here because they've got a little bit of cover from the pergola. You might be noticing that it looks a little bit brighter in this corner, and that's because the fir tree that got scorched in the fire has been taken down, which was in my neighbour's garden. It was a huge fir tree that stood in the corner there. And as you can see, my maple tree is looking pretty sad. But I'll take you to the back of the garden and show you what's going on. All the bananas are still looking actually really good, apart from the ones that have fruited. They've started dying back, so they look a bit yellow and tatty. There's 2 here in the middle that have fruited, so I'm going to need to chop those down before I cover them. And I think there was just one at the back. This one here at the back, which I'll also be chopping down because they do die back anyway after they've fruited. Look how cute those bananas are. So for now, I've just popped a few pot plants here at the back just to kind of hide the hole in the back of the fence. So as you can see there, you can see straight through into my neighbour's garden. They're still waiting for the insurance to sort out a new fence, so hopefully that will be going up in the next few weeks. As you can see, my shed has been removed because it got badly damaged in the fire, along with all the contents inside the shed. So at the moment I've just got a slab of concrete there, and for now I think I'm just going to cover the slab with the slate chippings and just put some pot plants and maybe a statue or something at the back here. I've already bought a little, like a mini shed that I can put down the side of my house because I don't really have anything to kind of put back in it now. So for now I just thought I'd order a little shed and just decide what I'm going to do with this corner. The fence at the side has been put up and I've already painted that. I also had to peel off the Hydrangea seemanii from what was left of the fence panel that had attached itself to the fence, so I had to peel it off and then paint the new fence, and then I've just put up this plastic trellis, just stapled it to the fence, and then I've just tied the hydrangea onto it, so that's looking a little bit better. And then I'll just sort out this area here at the back once we've got the fence up. But it is looking very, very bare in that corner. I'm so used to seeing like a huge fir tree. I was thinking possibly to get another tree fern to put in this corner, maybe just in a pot for now. I'm going to have a look this week at the garden centre to see what they've got. My garden lights all got damaged as well, so I need to repurchase those, but I can't really put those up anyway until the fence is up. But luckily, because it is in the back corner, if you go to my patio and look from here, it actually doesn't look too bad. But once the bananas have been kind of chopped back and covered in fleece, it's gonna look really bare. I'm going to be giving the bananas a trim very soon and wrapping some of those up for the winter. So keep an eye out for my overwintering video. That reminds me, I need to order some horticultural fleece. My bromeliad's not looking bad. I'm going to bring this one in for the winter. I have already taken my Spanish moss in, but it is nice to see a bit of colour still around the garden. Little splashes of colour here and there. I also need to bring in these geraniums, or make cuttings of them, as I've really enjoyed having these this year in the garden. They're so beautiful, even the foliage alone. And look how well the begonias and the alstroemeria are doing over in this corner. Again, this is quite a sheltered spot, so that's probably why they're looking so good. And also, I didn't realise I left a lantana in this pot from last year by mistake, and it came back this summer. I'm really loving all these beautiful autumn colours. This is a stunning plant. I might get another one of these. This is a Nandina Firepower. Looks good all year. Really pretty, and it grows quite quickly. The succulents are still flowering and looking pretty good. Another alstroemeria. I thought you might just appreciate a quick update on how the garden is looking after the fire. I'm sorry I haven't posted for so long. I've just been so busy trying to sort it all out, and also the garden's not looking quite as good as it normally does this time of year. I usually have my beautiful Acer there with its lovely red leaves, and I've got a hole in the back of the garden there, so I haven't really felt like coming out and filming. I think I'll feel happier once the fence is up. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll keep you posted on the garden progress and what I end up doing with that corner at the back, and I'll see you all soon.